Top 10 Best Netflix Movies. Movies are magic, especially to the beholder. Whether it's in a theater, or at a friend's house, or alone on your laptop, movies have the power to influence one's emotions and even one's way of thinking. Everyone is affected in different ways by cinema, and everyone has their own unique taste of style and performance. Hey guys, and welcome to your entertainment channel Netflix Tops, where we tell you about the top-rated movies and series on Netflix. So grab your popcorn and stay with us until the end of this video, because today's video is going to list down the top 10 best movies to watch on Netflix. So let's get started. Number 10. Can't Stop, Won't Stop, a Bad Boy Story. Sean Puff Daddy Combs overcomes adversity and tragedy to become a singer, songwriter, actor, record producer, and entrepreneur. A reunion featuring artists from Bad Boy Records, the popular hip-hop label. The documentary celebrates the history and impact of Bad Boy throughout the years and follows Sean Combs as he prepares for the reunion concert. It recounts the history of Combs' massively successful label, dutifully depicting its founder as a modern-day Horatio Alger figure, who, as a little boy, sat on the stoop of his family's modest Mount Vernon, New York home and looked on enviously at the neighbors frolicking in their pool. The subsequent glimpses we see of Combs' present-day Homley Hills mansion present a striking contrast, to say the least. Number 9. Chicken Hair and the Hamster of Darkness. Chicken Hair and the Hamster of Darkness is a 2022 computer-animated adventure comedy film produced by In-Wave Pictures and directed by Ben Stassen and Benjamin Muscat. It is based on the graphic novel Chicken Hair by Chris Grin. The film follows the adventures and coming-of-age journey of Chicken Hair, a one-of-a-kind hero born half chicken and half hare, who is eager to fit in and become an adventurer in spite of his differences. A brave young animal explorer teams up with his two trusty friends to find a powerful artifact before his greedy uncle can get his paws on it. However, they find something else in their journey, a baby who is both part chicken and part hare. Peter adopts and raises him as his son, naming him Chicken Hair. As he grows up, Chicken Hair is enamored with plans to follow his father's footsteps. Number 8. It. The horror thriller It, directed by Andres Muschietti, Mama, is based on the hugely popular Stephen King novel of the same name, which has been terrifying readers for decades. When children start to disappear in the town of Derry, Maine, a group of young kids is faced with their biggest fears when they square off against the evil clown named Pennywise, whose history of murder and violence dates back for centuries. The 2017 film It was a sensation. The movie, based on the 1986 Stephen King novel of the same name, set records upon its release, with the biggest ever opening weekend for both a horror movie and for the month of September, on its way to becoming the highest-grossing horror film of all time. But the movie only adapted half of King's widely popular and notoriously long novel, meaning that a sequel to It was a sure thing. Now that sequel, It Chapter 2, is here, and the new film completes the epic story that began with its predecessor. Number 7. Spiderhead. A prisoner in a state-of-the-art penitentiary begins to question the purpose of the emotion-controlling drugs he's testing for a pharmaceutical genius. Spiderhead imagines a different kind of prison system, one with an open-door policy that allows the incarcerated to have their sense of self, to cook for themselves, and to work out when they want to. What they sacrifice as punishment is their brain chemistry for science, which is toyed with by Steve Abnetsi, Chris Hemsworth, following the orders of a protocol committee hoping to cure the world's problems through dosages. The prisoner has the free will to take an experimental dosage. Number 6. Love and Gelato. Making a promise to her sick mother, a pre-med student has the summer of a lifetime in Rome, using her mom's old journal as a guide as she slowly falls for the city's charms, its people, and of course, the gelato. Lena, a high school graduate, would rather spend her summer preparing for college than flying to Rome to fulfill her mother's last wish. Once she's decided to go, she finds herself immersed in new experiences. In Love and Gelato by Jenna Evans Welch, Carolina Lena Emerson must face the death of her mother, Hadley Emerson, from pancreatic cancer and fulfill her mother's final wish for Lena to meet Howard Mercer in Florence, Italy. Before her mother's final request, Lena had never heard of the name Howard Mercer. Number 5. Hustle. After discovering a once-in-a-lifetime player with a rocky past abroad, a down-on-his-luck basketball scout, Adam Sandler, takes it upon himself to bring the phenom to the States without his team's approval. Against the odds, they have one final shot to prove they have what it takes to make it in the NBA. Hustle revolves around a basketball scout looking to prove he has what it takes to thrive in the NBA. When he finds a talented player in the streets of Spain, he takes it upon himself to make him a star in the league. Number 4. Backtrace. An amnesia patient is broken out of a psych ward and given an experimental memory drug in the hopes of recovering a missing bag full of cash. After suffering a brain injury from a bank heist gone wrong, McDonald develops amnesia. and is put into a prison psychiatric ward. Following his 7th year of incarceration, he is coerced by an inmate and a ward doctor to break out of prison, and he is injected with a serum that forces him to relive the life he has forgotten. McDonald must now elude a local detective, a toughened FBI agent, and the drug's dangerous side effects to recover the stolen money. Backtrace is a bare-bones action movie. It follows the beat-by-beat expectations of movies in this genre, squandering the intriguing potential of a plot about an experimental drug. Number 3. The Mist. Combine 1. A mysterious threat that attacks a town, and 2. A group of townspeople who take refuge together, and you have a formula apparently able to generate any number of horror movies from Night of the Living Dead, 1968 to 30 Days of Night. All you have to do is choose a new threat and a new place of refuge, and use typecasting and personality traits so we can tell the characters apart. After a violent storm attacks a town in Maine, an approaching cloud of mist appears the next morning. As the mist quickly envelops the area, a group of people get trapped in a local grocery store. Among them, artist David Drayton and his 5-year-old son. The people soon discover that within the mist lives numerous species of horrific, unworldly creatures that enter through an interdimensional rift, which may or may not have been caused by a nearby military base. As the world around them manifests into a literal hell on Earth, the horrified citizens try desperately to survive this apocalyptic disaster. Number 2. The Man from Toronto. The Man from Toronto is a 2022 American action comedy film directed by Patrick Hughes. A case of mistaken identity forces a bumbling entrepreneur to team up with a notorious assassin known as the Man from Toronto in hopes of staying alive. Netflix's The Man from Toronto is an action comedy that follows a case of mistaken identity. When a washed-up fitness sales executive, Kevin Hart, gets mistaken for a titular international criminal, his life flips upside down. However, the situation gets worse when the real Man from Toronto, Woody Harrelson, comes looking for him. Number 1. Sing 2. The delightful animated sequel Sing 2 is an incredibly entertaining jukebox musical comedy that fans of all ages can enjoy. Writer and director Garth Jennings returns to do the same for the sequel to its hit 2016 computer animated feature that was nominated for Best Animated Feature Film at the Golden Globe Awards. Can-do koala Buster Moon and his all-star cast of animal performers prepare to launch a dazzling stage extravaganza in the glittering entertainment capital of the world. There's just one hitch. He has to find and persuade the world's most reclusive rock star to join them. What begins as Buster's dream of big-time success soon becomes an emotional reminder of the power of music to heal even the most broken of hearts. And this brings us to the end of the video. What are your thoughts on today's video? Share with us in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more amazing movie reviews coming your way. And thank you for watching.